Sorry about all that. It's like a phone call. I got cut off, so I'm trying this once again. And I was talking about the Mall of America shooting in Minnesota, where a 19-year-old was shot to death. If you have five different suspects, you have nobody talking. It makes no sense, ladies and gentlemen. But then again, now there are a lot of these cases. It's like I said before I got cut off. I may I may take a break for the holidays, but true crime never does. Here's further proof of that.
A woman was killed in her home just days after filing for divorce. Tonight, her family opens up about the tragedy. The family of Julie Yao Schmidtke says that she was denied a restraining order against her estranged husband just days before she was killed.
Columbus, Indiana police are investigating it as an apparent murder-suicide. In a story you'll only see on WLKY, our Gladys Batista talked with the victim's family, who believes the system failed her.
Julie Yao Schmidtke's smile shows the happiness of a mother with two boys, who was also 5 months pregnant with a baby girl. But her sister, Lori Griffin, says behind all of it was fear.
She was scared. She was very scared. She started changing the locks on her doors. She started concealing. She got cameras put up all around the house.
Her family says the cameras were to alert her if her husband, Charles Schmidtke, came around. Griffin says the relationship went sour after her sister was attacked by her husband 3 months into their marriage.
I really thought that that was going to be the one ticket to get her a protection order. Like, surely you get raped and attacked violently like that.
Griffin believes what actually ended up happening set the tone for this now grieving family.
Then when she goes to court with all the evidence that she had, even police checking on her for her safety, and they denied her. And then 10 days later, she's murdered in her own home in front of her kids.
Court records show Julie had filed for divorce 5 days before her death. She was killed in her home on Sumter Court in Columbus, Indiana, in what police say was an apparent murder-suicide.
He shot her several times in front of her son. Then at that point, he came into the hallway, looked at Landon with a smile on his face, saying that, "I'm here for your mother. You boys need to call your father to come pick you up." Then he drug her into the bedroom and finished the job. He executed her.
Griffin says she's angry with the court system the family believes failed them.
They had the chance to take his guns and his ammo. It would have been harder for him to find a gun to attack my sister. They just completely failed her. It's unspeakable.
Now the family is preparing to say goodbye to Julie and her unborn baby, Caroline.
It's gonna be a big hole in our family.
In Columbus, Indiana, Gladys Bautista, WOKY News.
And that's another example. I agree with the report that that the system failed this young mother, and now instead of her being able to enjoy the time with her kids, her baby daughter that was on the way, now she's gone. All it took was a preventive order to change all that, but she never got it. She never got it, and the end result: she's dead. Her ex-husband dead. Those boys are without their mother. Their sister's gone. It's just, again, how much sense does this make? How much? I like to call this more Christmas chaos. More post-Christmas chaos. We have this one really gutted me. A Florida mother calls 911 on herself, and she confesses to killing her 3-year-old daughter. How you doing, Mississippi Granny? All right, hang on a second. I'm gonna try and get you in as well if you can. While I'm about to set up a clip from the edition of Bethea'S Byte Reloaded. Okay, there's that. And we are set.
We've got some new details tonight about a mother accused of killing her own child tonight. We have a hold of the 911 call she made to police, and we're just going to play a snippet because it's so disturbing.
Jalissa, hi. Can you tell me what's happening there? Yes, I just killed my daughter. How old is your daughter? 3.
So hard to believe. Jalissa Baxter faced a judge this morning just one day after police say she repeatedly stabbed her 3-year-old daughter. CBS 4's Chelsea Jones was there and joins us now with what happened in the courtroom.
Jalissa Baxter faced a judge this morning, making her first appearance in charges related to the murder of her daughter. She stood there seemingly emotionless. Let's get you to some videos so that you can take a look for yourself. She is facing murder and aggravated child abuse charges only one day after police say she stabbed her 3-year-old, killing her. You can see Baxter right here being booked into the Dade County Jail after the gruesome details outlined in arresting documents. They reveal that Baxter attempted to first strangle her daughter. Once she was unsuccessful, she then stabbed the little girl several times. The details of what went down in that North Miami Beach apartment are chilling. Police say when they arrived, they found Jaleesa in her white robe with the body of her child nearby, and also the weapon used not too far away as well. Now, Baxter's Instagram account is filled with pictures of her and her daughter. She identifies as Aria. She talks about how much she loves her, and there are also other posts, though, that detail battles that she's endured, and now she's facing yet another one. Baxter could be facing life in prison without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. She will face those murder and child abuse charges next month when she's arraigned in court. In Northwest Miami-Dade, I'm Chelsea Jones, CBS 4 News.
Yeah. And she was so calm about it. You're right, Mississippi Granny. I mean, I'm still trying to make sense of this. She calls 911 on herself and tells the 911 operator in graphic detail, no less, how she killed her 3-year-old daughter. And for what? I mean, if somebody can figure these monsters out, please let me know. Drop me a line at Bethea'S Byte Reloaded, King of Hearts 316_09 at Outlook.com, or any of the 6 ways to contact me on my platform. Which we'll talk about at the end. Because I'm still trying to understand how a parent or some kind of relative can nonchalantly say, I killed my child, or I killed this child, that child. I don't get it. I don't get it. And maybe you're right, Mississippi Granny. Maybe you're right. Nobody will ever figure it out, sadly. What's in the mind of these people? I'll tell you what. I've said it so many times, whether it be here at Bethea'S Byte Reloaded or some other live stream. People that do this to their kids, that commits these heinous acts, they're not parents, they're not relatives, they are monsters. And I, for one, am one of those people to call them out. And again, Mississippi Granny, yes, there is so much evil in the world. So much evil in the world, but at the same time, there can be so much good. The sad fact of it, the sad fact is, no one wants to tap into it. And that is what turns my guts into. Now, the next case I covered just a few days ago, just a week ago, is a nice little conundrum. There was a body found in a South Carolina donation bin. Note that, a body found in a South Carolina donation bin. How did this all go down? I believe this is one of those cases where there are much more questions than there are answers.
Looking around the Midlands, Kershaw County deputies are investigating what led up to a body being found inside a dumpster. The Kershaw County Sheriff's Office says a body was found in a metal clothing dumpster off Highway 1 just before 9 this morning. Kershaw deputies say it seems the person had been there for months. Though the victim hasn't yet been identified, it's unclear what led up to the person's death. The Kershaw County Sheriff's Office is still investigating.
Okay, that's one of the, like I said, it's one of those conundrums. And like Mississippi Granny said, she had been in there for a while when they found her. She says not to be gross or anything, but there had to be a bad odor. Agreed. There was an odor coming from the donation bin, but still nobody has any idea. And again, this is a kind of case that leaves a lot more questions than answers. So when I get more information on it, I will be sure to bring it here to Bethea'S Byte Reloaded, and you will get the best coverage. That I promise you. A lot of cases just didn't involve possible homicides, murder suicides, and all that. We also have a fair share of missing persons cases too. Like this one I'm about to share with you right now that just came in courtesy of my good friend Arctic Fox True Crime.
The missing persons case of Daniel Robinson. Many of you will remember that Daniel is a geologist who went missing out of Buckeye, Arizona. At the time of his disappearance, he was 24 years old, standing at 5 foot 8 inches tall and weighing 165 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Daniel was last seen on the 23rd of June, 2021, when he was driving west from a job site in a desert area near Sun Valley Parkway and Cactus Road in Buckeye, Arizona. His Jeep Renegade was found on July the 19th of 2021, about 4 miles southwest of the job site. The Jeep was on its side and had its airbags deployed, and Daniel's keys, wallet, and cell phone were located at the scene. Daniel is missing his right hand and part of his forearm. Now, anyone that has information on Daniel or his whereabouts is asked to contact the Buckeye Police Department at 623-349-6400. But the real reason why we are revisiting the case today is that there have been human remains found in Buckeye, Arizona that could possibly be related to Daniel's disappearance. Now, we haven't had any thorough testing done at this point, but whenever anyone hears of remains being found in Buckeye, our thoughts immediately go to the missing persons case of Daniel Robinson. So, among the remains, police say a skull and other bones were found near Johnson Road and Southern Avenue at around 1 p.m. yesterday. Investigators are currently processing the scene, and the remains are going to be turned over to the Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office for forensic examination and identification. We don't have a whole lot of other information available at this time, and although at this point we can't say it's related to Daniel's case, again, when the community hears of human remains being found in Buckeye, everyone's minds automatically go to the disappearance of geologist Daniel Robinson. Again, we know that he was last seen on the 6th of June 2021, and he was driving his Jeep, which was later found. Um, police say that they've learned from family and friends and coworkers that Daniel's behavior in the days prior to his disappearance, he wasn't acting like himself. But there was never any indication that he wished to harm himself or to leave the area. Again, he has not been seen since that time. There's not any indication of the remains found being his at this point, but we have to look at that possibility, especially when there's been so many searches conducted and no one has ever found Daniel's remains. So there is a possibility that Daniel's remains may have been discovered. Uh, and I don't even know if I want to wish for it to be his remains. In a sense, I do, because his father has been just so completely devastated about Daniel's disappearance. And this would finally at least give his dad the answers that he's been so desperately longing for. So, guys, do me a favor. I'm going to stay on top of this, and I'll certainly let you know if these remains do turn out to be those of Daniel Robinson. Give the video a like and share it out on social media. It is the first real kind of break that might be a break in the case of Daniel being missing that we've had in quite some time. As always, guys, I do want to thank you for tuning in and watching. I appreciate all of y'all so much. Y'all be kind to one another out there, and I'll see you real soon in the next video.
Big thanks to Arctic Fox True Crime, and as always with missing persons cases, I can't stress this enough. Whether I put it out there online or whether I say it here on the on the live stream, if you see something, say something. Our help brought some of the missing home. I say in 2023, let's bring home some more. Let's bring them home safe. But we need your help to do it too. So if you have any information on the whereabouts of Daniel Robinson or any of the missing persons cases that we bring to you, please do what you got to do. Don't take the law into your own hands. Report it to local law enforcement, and let them take over, and let's bring the missing home. Speaking of missing persons cases, I got one that my God, we're still searching for Anna Walsh. And I'm finding out now. I'm at the look over this information, but Brian Walsh has been arrested for misleading in the investigation. As far as I'm concerned, I count that as breaking news. I will find out exactly what that's all about in a little bit later and come back to you regarding it. But right now, I'm still looking at missing persons case like a case I'm covering right now. I am going to share the screen for the updated flyer for missing child Madalena Kojakari. They're saying they're seeking first-hand eyewitness information from anyone who may have seen this Toyota Prius or this white female, as you can see on this side of your screen, in the area between the dates of November 22nd, 2022 and December 15th, 2022. Madalena was last seen wearing jeans, pink, purple, and white Adidas shoes, and a white t-shirt and jacket. Again, see something, say something. If you have any information concerning the whereabouts of Madalena Kojikari, they're asking you to contact the Cornelius Police Department. The number is 704-892-7773. They're saying you can also contact your local FBI office, the nearest American embassy or consulate, or you can submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. That address again is tips.fbi.gov. Oh, can you drop your Facebook group link from Madalena? Anything you can do to help. Anything you can do to help. Yeah, there are also people looking for in Madison County, North Carolina. That's what I'm talking to right now. Everybody in Madison County, North Carolina, I'm appealing to you right now. If you see Madalena, if you have any information regarding her whereabouts, please get that information to authorities right now. Let's bring Madalena home safe.
Larry stayed with that, doesn't he? Since when?
Got another missing persons case up right now. Just posted this before I even got started.
Larry's a big kid now? Larry.
Stand by.
What is
Well, it's because he doesn't have the camera on.
What is going on, YouTube? This is Arctic Fox. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the missing persons case of 48-year-old Derek Anthony Gray, who is missing out of Lowndes County, Mississippi. Derek is 5'3" tall and weighs 165 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. The Lowndes County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating the missing man, who was last seen on the morning of December the 9th, 2022 at the Sprint Mart at the Macon and Meridian exit in Lowndes County, Mississippi. He is believed to be driving a 1989 white Nissan pickup with a Mississippi tag of T96253. The provided photo of his vehicle is an older photo and has since been painted fully white with a black ladder rack on the back. Gray was last seen wearing blue jeans, a blue shirt with love across the front, and a red and blue hat. Anyone with information on Derek Anthony Gray or his whereabouts is asked to contact the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office at 662-328-6788 or Golden Triangle Crime Stoppers at 800-530-7151. Guys, this man has been missing since the 9th of December. It is currently the 8th of January as I'm recording this video. So we're talking about just a day short of a month that Derek's been missing. His family and friends are very concerned about his safety and his well-being, and his case has not gotten a lot of media coverage. So what I need for you to do is to give the video a like. It does help more people to see Derek's face, and the more people that see him, the better the chances are that we can bring him home safe. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, consider clicking that subscribe button. It certainly helps the channel out, and if you ring that notification bell, you'll always be alerted when I post another missing persons video. The most important thing that I'm asking for all of you to do right now is to simply click that share button. Share this to your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, wherever you have social media, guys. It only takes 1 second of your time to do, and it can make all the difference in the world in whether we're able to find Derek and bring him home safe or not. As always, guys, I do want to thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Y'all be kind to one another out there, and let's bring Derek home safe.
All right, guys. I got also. I want to thank Arctic Fox for the information on Derek Anthony Gray again. Again, I can't stress it enough. If you see something, say something. Let's find him. Let's bring him home safe. And I want to thank Juju Bones for this bit of information. This is for the Facebook group to find Madalena Kojakari. Madalena's Army is on Facebook. Look, here's the link here. And again, if you have any useful information to bring help bring Madalena home safe, the authorities can sure use it right about now. And now I said I was going to bring that breaking news information regarding what had happened to the husband of Anna Welsh. Arctic Fox True Crime, surprise to no surprise to me, has the details. It's so good I can count on this guy.
What is going on, YouTube? This is Arctic Fox. Welcome back to the channel. We do have breaking news out of Cohasset, Massachusetts, where the husband of Anna Walsh, the missing mother of three who was last seen on New Year's Day, has been arrested for misleading police in their investigation into her disappearance. The district attorney said Brian Walsh, 46, of Cohasset, has been charged with misleading a police investigation into his wife's disappearance, said Norfolk District Attorney Michael Morrissey in a statement shortly before 5 p.m. this evening. During the course of the investigation, police developed probable cause to believe that her husband, Brian Walsh, had committed the crime of misleading investigators. The disappearance of Anna Walsh, a 39-year-old real estate professional who works in Washington, D.C., has garnered international attention, with state and local law enforcement traveling over the weekend to the nation's capital as part of their investigation. Family members told police she was supposed to take a ride share to Logan Airport on New Year's Day to fly to Washington, D.C., where she owns a home. Police said there is no evidence that Anna Walsh got into a rideshare or that she boarded any flights. Guys, this is a turn that we didn't necessarily see coming. In Cohasset this evening, in Cohasset on Sunday, several marked and unmarked police vehicles pulled into the driveway of the home Anna Walsh shares with her husband and three young children on Chief Justice Cushing Highway. Investigators were seen entering and exiting Walsh's home throughout the morning. A ground search of the area around Walsh's home concluded Saturday when 20 troopers from the MSP Special Emergency Response Team, 3 canine teams, and the State Air Wing searched the area around Walsh's home. State police said investigators also drained the pool at Walsh's home and searched a nearby stream. Cohasset police detectives and Massachusetts State Police traveled to Washington, D.C. over the weekend as part of their investigation and began working with the Metropolitan Police Department. Walsh, again, was last seen in her home in Cohasset shortly after midnight on January the 1st. Police are seeking help from the public in locating the missing woman. They have received simultaneous reports from her employer in Washington, D.C., as well as her husband, who lives in Cohasset, as far as her being missing. She went missing on the 1st, and for those unaware, she wasn't reported missing until the 4th. Anna Walsh's employer, the Tishman Speyer Real Estate Agency, earlier issued a statement saying that they are actively assisting the local authorities in their ongoing search for their beloved colleague and are praying for her safe return. According to police, Walsh had a ticket for a flight on January the 3rd, but she was called down earlier for an emergency at work. Police said Walsh's cell phone has been off since Sunday. She has also had no credit card or social media activity. Police say that there is no indication she ever arrived at Logan, but had difficulties getting flight information due to the high volume of delays. Early Friday afternoon, the Massachusetts State Police Emergency Response Team and a local police team had begun searching the area around the Stop and Shop on Chief Justice Cushing Highway. Also Friday, one of her former homes had gone up in flames. Well, that's since been determined to be an accident and not to be suspicious. It did originate in the area of damaged piping connected to a natural gas fireplace insert. Anna stands at 5'2" tall and weighs 115 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes and an olive complexion. It is believed that she speaks with an Eastern European accent. Anyone that has information on Anna Walsh or her whereabouts is encouraged to contact the Cohasset Police Detective Harrison Schmidt at 781-383-1055, extension 6108. Guys, again, I told you I would come forward with any updates when I posted my earlier video on this, and this is the latest breaking news, is that the husband, Brian Walsh, has been charged with misleading a police investigation, which really comes as a shock because the last information we had was law enforcement saying that he had been fully cooperative. So let's just keep in mind it did take him 3 days to report his wife missing, and now he's been charged for misleading a police investigation. Things are certainly not looking good for Brian at this point. As always, guys, I do want to thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Be sure to share the video out on social media as it really does help the channel out, and I'll see you real soon in the next video.
Once again, thanks to Arctic Fox True Crime for that breaking news coverage. And Mississippi Granny and I were just going over this again. It's another one of those missing persons cases where the reported missing person wasn't reported right away. And now we have this breaking news that her husband is under arrest for misleading the investigation. Something's got to give here. I'm just praying. I'm praying to God right now that nothing happened to Anna Welsh, which is why now I turn to all of you. Everybody in that Massachusetts area, if you have any information on the whereabouts of Anna Welsh, please, I implore you, get that information to your local authorities. Don't try to take the law in your own hands. If you see something, say something. And I'm in agreement with you, Mississippi Granny. Something fishy is going on. I don't know. I really have no earthly idea as to what I can say to even. There's really nothing to say to spruce this up. I've got one more missing persons item I want to bring to your attention, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. There, so hang tight. All right. Mama Sassy shared this on yesterday, and I reshared it as well. Excuse me. 28-year-old Gretchen Fleming is missing. She's from Vienna, West Virginia, and she's been missing since December 3rd of 2022. Last seen at the My Way Lounge in Parkersburg, West Virginia. As I said, she's 28 years of age, stands 5'1", weighs 110 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. There are two $32,500 rewards being offered. The first is being offered for any substantial information leading to the current physical location and return of Gretchen Fleming. A separate reward of $32,500 is being offered for information leading to the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in Gretchen's disappearance and or physical harm to her. Anyone involved in or assisting anyone involved in a criminal act against Gretchen Fleming is not entitled to recover these rewards. If multiple individuals are entitled to receive a reward, the same shall be paid pro rata, which means I guess it'll be split. The grand total amount to be paid pursuant to each reward is $32,500. The Parkersburg Police will have input into the approval of awarding any reward. All decisions are final and to be made in the sole discretion of those facilitating this award. Anyone with information regarding this matter should contact Detective J.M. Zimmerman. The number is 304-424-1072, and the case number is P220-7164. Again, the contact number is 304-424-1072, and the case number 220-7164. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for my first Bethea'S Byte Reloaded. Back after the Christmas holiday. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. Yes, somebody needs to do the right thing. That's the reason why I keep saying it. That's the reason why I've adopted it when I first joined the real crime community. Please, if you see something, say something. Don't let someone just slip through the cracks, and then when we do an update, that person has been found deceased. Let's bring the missing home. That's all I'm asking. Thank you, Mississippi Granny. You should have been here a few minutes earlier. I got cut off just as I was talking to Arctic Fox True Crime about the 6-year-old who shot his teacher. I'm gonna talk about that on tomorrow. I would love to have you join in the conversation. Anyway, I'm back. It's after New Year. I said I'll be back live. I'm here. I may have had a little hiccup at the beginning, but I'm here. I'm doing a thing, and I'm here to represent. So this is what we're all about, and that's one thing you can always count on. No problem, Fox. What you covered, I already covered it. Already talked about it. And it's still strange to me. It's still strange to me. Yeah, how do you impede an investigation or mislead an investigation into your own wife's disappearance? I'll tell you what, Fox and Mississippi Granny, I'm gonna invite you both tomorrow. I'm gonna try discussing both of these cases tomorrow. The Anna Walsh case and the 6-year-old who shot his teacher. If you're in, great. Let's do this tomorrow. In fact, you know what? I'll make it a special Monday time on 12 noon Pacific time. How's that? How do you go 3 days? How do you go 3 days before you report a missing? Fox, I'm gonna let you figure that question out like this. Think Casey Anthony. How does she go 30 days before reporting her daughter missing? If you smell what the outlaw's cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back to talk about this and the 6-year-old out of Virginia tomorrow. 12 Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 Pacific. I want to see you here. I want to hear from you. Why? Because that's what Bethea'S Byte Reloaded does. This is your home for news, opinions, debates, your voice, and justice served. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ernest Bethea, the Last Outlaw. Thank you so much. Again, back here tomorrow, 12 noon Pacific time, 3 o'clock on the East Coast. I can't wait to hear from you. Until then, you all know what to do. Bite this. Hey guys, this is the Last Outlaw. Thank you all for the love and support of Bethea'S Byte Reloaded. I cannot stress enough how vital you are to this channel. This thing doesn't run without you. So from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you a million times over. Bethea'S Byte Reloaded is all over social media, so you have other ways to keep in contact with me in all things in the real crime community. I'm on Facebook at Bethea'S Byte Reloaded TC. I'm on Twitter at EKB316. I'm here on YouTube at Bethea'S Byte Reloaded. That's with and without the punctuation marks. I'm on Instagram at EB The Last Outlaw. My stories are also posted to TikTok at King of Hearts 316 2021. You can email me at kingofhearts316_09 at outlook.com. And you can hit me up on the message forum at www.bethea'sbyte.com. This is the home for news, opinions, debates, your voice, and justice served. This is Bethea'S Byte, and it's reloaded.